Okay, the next section, I'm really excited about this section. It's talking about the impact that my plan will have on the surrounding regions. So once again, the plan was to implement into the government a group of people or an organization that will decide how the money is being spent and which areas it should go to. And you'll have someone in that area over each aspect, like education, infrastructure. There might be someone over, I don't know, something else that has to do with money. So the effects, well, the first thing that popped into my mind in one of my other classes, we talked about the French Revolution and kind of how that was spurred by the American Revolution and seeing what they did. So one of my first ideas was that, okay, well, some of the other developing countries, especially the countries that border Suriname, you have French Guiana and Guyana. I think I butchered how you say those, but I believe those are the two. Um, both of which are developing, not as developed as some of the other nations in the world that we're used to. They could see what's happening in Suriname, and they could decide to implement that into their own government. Um, Now, and of course, the effects being, that all these different um, layers of life, if you will improve in Suriname. I mean, in a bunch of general areas, you'll get improvement in all of the development, millennial development goals, because all of them have to do with money in some sort of way or another. But you'll get an improvement um, in this idea of the flat world, if you've seen that on my website. Um, just the of innovation on an economic level. Now, some negative consequences of this could be um, from a governmental standpoint or a dictator standpoint, I guess. Because just like in the French Revolution, did the government want the people to revolt? Did the king want the people did the nobility want the people to go against them? Of course not. So, but with anything that's worth fighting for, or with anything that's good, it's worth fighting for. So this is overall going to be something that will benefit not only Suriname, but if the other countries wanted to put something like this in play as well, I mean, money management and being able to see where your money is going is never a bad thing. It can only help them. So even though there might be some hesitancy of the government to, let go of this power, more than hesitancy in a lot of instances, it's something that's going to be worth fighting for these nations. So those are both the positive and the negative approaches. And I think that's about it for this section.